Monday Night Talks.
Boom. Welcome to Monday Night Tops, the game show that's so high you're going to need a Sherpa and an oxygen tank to get back down again. I'm your co-host, Rachael Elizabeth, and please welcome the namesake of the show, the man of 1,000 beards, Trumaine Bradley.
Yes. You should be clapping for me. You should be clapping at your home. I love this already. This is wonderful. Thank you. You're far too kind. All right, man. Well, thank you, Chad. Welcome to Monday Night Tops with Trumaine Bradley, and I'm your host, Trumaine Bradley. Monday Night Tops is a bunch of weird, random shit that's compiled into 1 hour with topics that are created by you, the audience, and me and a bunch of my funny ass friends are going to talk about it. Again, the topics are created by you. First, I want to go ahead and introduce my partner in crime, my better half. Give it up for my host, Chad Alexander.
What's going on, bud, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. It's Monday night. We got comedy going on. I'm here with you, one of my best friends. We're ready to go, man. It's going to be good stuff.
I love it. I love that you have on the black shirt you're representing for the black host. I love it.
Always represent always.
This is hilarious. All right, man. I'm loving this already. My special host, my special guest tonight. She had a monthly show that she did at UCB. That was before the lockdown. She was performing at the Comedy Store, which is amazing. You can catch her in 3 episodes of In Ice Cold Blood, on the Oxygen Network. I want you to give it up for my guest, Sarah Jean Robinson.
Hey, y'all. Happy to be here.
Awesome. That is actually not Sarah. Oh, that's Sarah. There we go.
There I am.
Awesome. I got a bunch of people playing with buttons. I'm playing with buttons. That's what we're doing on Monday Night Tops. Sarah, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's just me and Smokey Joe over there, my cat. He's watching, like, what's going on, Mom? Like, why do you have the ring light up? What's happening? I'm confused. So it's going to get crazy.
And I want you to know that Smokey Joe is my favorite also, because a lot like me and Chad's shirt, Smokey Joe is black. They don't know this, but they will know soon.
He's very black.
All 3 of us are up. I love it. Okay, cool. So tonight the topic is name a great rom-com, which I am very happy, because if it wasn't for Sarah Jean, I wouldn't have even thought about doing this topic. So Sarah, tell us this. A few things. Number 1, what was your criteria when you chose your top picks? And what does this genre and this topic overall mean to you, since you said I had to do my next episode on it?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so there's kind of a lot of controversy around what an actual rom-com is. For me, a rom-com purely, the story has to be centered around romance, right? It has to be 2 people trying to bang in some way. That is like the main thing, right? But then you get shows like Bridesmaids, which I'm like, Bridesmaids is not a rom-com. And when people call Bridesmaids a rom-com, I get pissed. But what it means to me, it has everything I want. I want to laugh. I want to cry. I want a fucking happy ending. So sue me. I'm American, okay? I want things to be good in the end. And it provides all of that for me.
No, I love it. I mean, and the funniest part is I am part of the problem. She didn't want to take shots, but I am one of the people who she was telling, hey, you don't understand what a rom-com is. And I went my whole life thinking I did, and come to find out I didn't. And I had about 50 other women in my comments saying, no, Trumaine, you don't. So that is why I'm doing this episode today. If it wasn't, and like I said, this is going to be the training episode, because whenever we have situations like this, I'm going to have Sarah and a few other women take over. So I'm not spreading my legs across a whole genre of film.
We will woman spread all over the show.
You goddamn right. It's about damn time. You know.
We're gonna jam out with our clams out.
I love this. This whole show is gonna turn into a Beyonce album by the end of the episode. This is fantastic. All right, we're gonna get right into this because we have a lot of clips, and I couldn't edit the way I should have. So this is going to be an epic show. Trust me, epic proportions. All right. So for your first pick, Sarah, you chose 51st Dates. Can you tell us why?
Okay. Who doesn't love Adam Sandler? He's
No, I mean, it's a fantastic movie. And I love when you have situations like, what's his name? Adam Sandler playing a heartthrob, because it's like, you know what? God damn it. I'm going to be okay. All right, cool. So
I feel so much more secure about my spot whenever I see Adam Sandler playing a romantic lead. Yeah.
He's been a romantic lead for like 20 years. I'm like the water boy. That means we can aspire to be more. So, Sarah, tell us this. What was the craziest part of 51st Dates?
Okay, first we have to address this. When Rob Schneider went in brown face, okay?
Ooh,
not cool Rob Schneider, when he shows up as a Hawaiian man. And you're just like, okay, do better. Happy Madison Productions. No, this wasn't even that long ago. It was like 10 years ago. Don't tell me like, oh, they didn't know back then. It was like, no. So that is a stain on one of my favorite movies. We got to do something. Maybe we could CGI like an actual Hawaiian person over his face, because it's bad.
You know what's funny is, like, I didn't think about it till you said it. He's been in brown face for the past 20 years. But what's even better about that is he's Filipino. A lot of people don't even know it. He's technically brown. So he's technically playing the self that he should have been playing. It's crazy.
Oh, okay, I feel bad now.
It's like reverse brown face, if that's even a thing. How do you reverse brown face yourself? I just found this out. If it was, I promise you, this is crazy.
Well, then that's on me. Sorry, Rob Schneider.
I highly doubt in 2020 that you will be the one to get canceled. I promise you. I have you and Chad to make sure I don't get canceled. So
it's like, wait a second. Wait, who did Sarah make fun of? Rob Schneider? We're good.
Now, if I did, that'd have been like, all right, come on now. You know, SNL, Eddie Murphy can only do so much for the whole, you thing. This is awful. Chad, can you please set us up with Allie's clip?
Sure can. This is Allie Miller, here to play in an impressive way, literally like every character in 51st Dates. It's fantastic.
Hey, my name is Allie Miller, and I am here to talk about 51st Dates, with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. So the scene that we're talking about in 51st Dates is where Drew Bear finds out that she's got, the brain problem. It goes basically like, okay, doctor, right? And he's like, I'm looking at these charts here that are random pictures of brains. And it shows that you have, like, a Goodfellow disease. And they're like, who's Goodfellow? And he's like, Goodfellow, it's this dude that lost his brain. And it's totally fine. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. And Drew's like, I'm super sad pants, but I don't know that I'll remember that I'm super sad pants tomorrow. And Adam Sandler's like, I'm in love with her. I don't want to have to go on date after date after date with her. But he does. And then her dad, who's just like, I don't know what to do. And then the doctor's like, follow me over into my office. And as he goes into his office, the brother is like, sir, I have a question. He's like, this is a health office. I need you to put a shirt on. And then he puts on a mesh shirt and then proceeds to be like, and my friend was doing steroids and he's having problems. And the guy's like, you're doing steroids. You're an idiot. Stop doing steroids. Guy being doctor. And then the dad's like, what are we going to do? And Drew Barrymore's like, super sad pants. And Adam Sandler's like, I'm cracking jokes left and right, but I'm doing it in a subtle way so it seems charming. And the doctor's like, you know what, you need to meet 10-Second Tom. And everyone's like, 10-Second Tom. So then they scamper down to the area where all of the people with the brain, I'm struggling for words here. They go down to where there's a bunch of people at tables. And then they go up to 10-Second Tom. And they're like, hi, Tom, I'd like you to meet my friends. And he's like, hey, I'm Tom. Hi, I like your shoes. Hi, I'm Tom. Hi. Oh, where'd you get that? Hi, I'm Tom. Because he doesn't remember things after 10 seconds. Because he got in some kind of an accident with a bear, I think, or he shot somebody. I don't know. Anyways, it's super sad, but it's also one of Adam Sandler's friends that's always in all of his movies. Might be his brother. I don't know. I would have to look that up. Anyways, so then we move on to them saying, like, see, you're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. And Adam Sandler's like, I'm going to crack a joke, but I'm also going to tell you that I kind of love you. And then Drew Barrymore looks kind of sad and down, but then looks up with her hopeful eyes. And at one point, when she's walking past the camera, it's very obvious that her double had hair extensions. That's the scene. But hair extensions, let's talk about hair. let's talk about coronavirus and the fact that so many of us have not gotten our hair done. What is that? What is this? How are we can't, like, this is not attractive. It's not helpful to anyone. Also, has anyone ever heard of split ends? No? Well, don't worry. I'll show them to you. There they are. That's just a bunch of crap. This is like, I showered this week. I put on makeup. I barely remember how to. I'm like lip liners outside the lines. What am I doing? I don't know how to dress myself anymore. Nothing fits. Everything's a mess. Well, how do you dress? How do you dress to go out but not go out? How do you do that? And now my hair extensions wouldn't fit anymore. My hair's longer. Do I need hair extensions? Do I chop it all off? I keep dyeing it pink because it brings me joy for about 24 hours, and then I have like a week where it fades away, and then it brings me joy for another 24 hours. But you know what? There's not a lot of joy happening on a daily basis, so that 24 hours of joy is delightful. I'm trash. Yeah. And now the dogs have fleas, but I gave them NexGard, so that should go away, but I'm itchy. But whether it's the fleas, the mosquitoes, because West Nile's in Los Angeles now, what the fuck? And where did murder hornets go? Murder hornets, where did they go? I know we're all talking about this, but like, where did they go? Because every time I see a large bee, I scream and run. And sometimes it's not even a bee, but it upsets me. My dog's very upset with me. Tashi, come here. Come on. This is Tashi. This is Tashi. And she approves of this message. Tashi, 2020. She's running for president. Oh, Jesus. Let's not talk about that. Anyways, I'm Allie. For more trash, follow me at Allie Thriller Miller on the Instagrams, or my company, Cherry Poppins LA, which is a burlesque company that can do nothing because of COVID. We're doing great. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm sure you're fine. Everything is fine. I don't know how to person.
I told you I couldn't edit any of these clips. I was so glad that I got nothing but women to do this, because this, goddamn, this is gonna be my favorite episode. I'm gonna get her on this show. Okay.
Have to. That was one take. That was one take. No
that was
cuts.
one take. That was so wonderful. And Sarah, we got to point out, we called out Beyonce earlier, but now you're doing like costume changes. We got like room changes. I love you. This is like a concert.
Okay, I need to be honest with y'all. I've been charging my phone in the coming up, like the hour we were prepping. I had my phone charged the whole time.
Right.
It didn't take the charge. So I got the 20% low battery mode, which terrified me. So I was like, quick. Yeah, got my charger, we're plugging it in. Okay, we need to change that. So that's what's going on.
You had a camera change. You had a set change.
Right?
You had a lamp.
She was like, you know what? I need more flair. She went and got different jewelry on. Right. I thought she was gonna come. I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna just call her Sarah Jean. We're gonna drop the Robinson today. You're just Sarah Jean.
It needs more syllables. It needs more syllables.
Right? That is so amazing. Look, man, we got so many. Hey, come on, Chad. You got to keep. I'm the black. I'm the one that talks too much. You got to keep me on track, brother.
I'm already too excited, dude. This is already a great show.
Allie is awesome. Please, Allie, I'm gonna talk to you after this. Okay. Anyways, tell us this though, Sarah. What's the last thing you did that was fun during quarantine, and why should everybody do this? Go. Okay.
First off, I think that's a very rude question. That I feel attacked by that question. No one's doing anything fun in quarantine. No one's having a good time. I have watched Downton Abbey 3 times. 3 times in the entirety. Okay. I got a cat because I was so bored. That's the most fun. I mean, Smokey Joe is just Smokey Joe and I rewatching Downton Abbey over and over again. So I recommend it. I'm having a, yeah, do that.
Hey, David, you gonna have to when I go to answer her, get her questions, you gotta keep us in the 3-shot because I'm laughing. We laughing too hard at this shit. I didn't. You know what's funny? I was mad when I heard that they were doing a whole movie version of Down Now. I was like, "There's no way. Who's watching it?" That movie ended up hitting top 10 of that weekend. You said you watched it 3 times during the quarantine. Jesus Christ, Chad, you watch it?
No, I did not. Not once. And
Y'all will love it.
People are racking up credits to spare. They're watching things like 5, 6, 7 times. It's like, I ain't seen that once. They got so many questions. They're like writing Wikipedia articles about it. I was like, I ain't never seen it. Sorry.
See, BBC either gives you 100 episodes a season or 5 episodes a season. How much was it on Downton Abbey?
10.
Oh, 6.
Oh, I know.
Cool. All right, I gotta keep this moving. I'm so sorry. This shit is hilarious. Okay, so Chad, for the first audience pick, can you please set us up with Liz's clip?
Sure can. We got Liz Bangham setting up 5-year engagement, and I've never seen this movie, but I would listen to her read the entire thing.
Hi, my name is Liz, and a rom-com that I love is The 5-Year Engagement. I think it doesn't get a lot of great reviews because the story is all over the place, but that's part of why I love it. When I saw it the first time, I was planning my own wedding from across the country, so the chaos of wedding planning, the fights and struggles that go with it were really reflected in the movie for me personally. I could also see myself in the leads. Tom had a hard time adjusting to a new environment that he moved to for his partner. And that was me when I moved to be with my now husband. But I also got Violet and her anxiety and fear about what this huge step will mean for their relationship. Great cast, a lot of cameos, and there are some really fun scenes and gags, like Emily Blunt getting shot by a crossbow from a child, Jason Segel's mutton chops, plus Emily and Allison Brie having a serious conversation while also doing Elmo and Cookie Monster voices. So I hope you go check it out and enjoy it as much as I did.
I want to watch that right now. You know what? Before I get into this, Sarah, I need to ask you, and I'm going to ask everybody who's watching at home, you should be watching socially safe distancing from other people unless you're using your genitals with that person. I think that's okay. So what I need everybody to do, and I'm going to ask you, Sarah, as well, everybody who's watching, type it into the comments. How long is too long to be engaged before that engagement turns into disrespect? Go. Sarah, how long before your engagement goes from being cute to, all right, this motherfucker's disrespecting me?
I think it's 2 years because I hear it takes a year to plan a wedding. And I think I just want to enjoy being engaged at first, because all I hear is planning a wedding is stressful. So I would say 2 years, but man, 5 years, it's not happening.
That's so disrespectful. What about Chad? Because, normally I don't care. We don't care about what the men, but I think it's kind of funny. Chad, how long do you think it's okay? It's disrespectful? No. How long is it okay for you to be engaged for somebody? If you say you love them, you'll get married. How long is you know what? This is about long enough. I'm going to marry this person now.
It depends on the cost of steel on the market at the time because we're just trying to push back that 11th anniversary gift. You know what I mean? It's the market fluctuates. We just got to see where steel's going to be. 11 years, got that anniversary. All of a sudden, I got to get you a steel plate, and the price may be like $7,000 by then. I'm sorry, I can't. We got to shoot for 11th anniversary in 2047. I'm sorry, we got to keep going.
See, Sarah,
that's a long game. And a steel plate. You're trying to you want to get your wife a steel plate in her head that.
That's the list of anniversary gifts. The 10th anniversary is tin or aluminum. So here's your Budweiser can. 11th anniversary is somehow just steel.
Steel. Just take her to the steel mill. Call it good.
Yeah, right. And then the contrast. By the time you get to year 12, it's okay. Now I guess I'll get you something silk. I don't know. Everything in the first 10 years. Everything in the first 10 years is like a medieval weapon.
Just just to make sure. And if you guys don't kill yourselves by then you know it's true love.
Yeah, you know, like, let's put weapons around a lot of heavy objects to be hurled, and let's see if we make it to the decade.
I'm mad that, like, on that list of things to buy, things like diamonds isn't until like year 20 or 25. So it's like, if you didn't kill each other with these first 20 items,
but it helps with the budget. But it helps with the budget. So like year 15, crystal, year 16, coffee or tea. We got to recoup that money. Put something back in savings.
You got to save up.
Yeah.
Y'all are silly. See, Sarah, this is exactly why I asked him about our engagement. He started talking about steel. That's why when we have shows like this, I'm going to have you and another young lady, maybe someone non-binary, to take over this show. Cause this is not. Yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to be talking about the same stupid shit the chat is.
But if y'all do it, people will be like, "Oh my God, they're so like introspective." If we do it, they're like fucking men. They just spreading all over this sacred. You're gonna talk about Nora Ephraim, and then you're gonna bring up goddamn steel. All right, no. But what's the craziest? We haven't even got this. What's the craziest scene from 5-year engagement? Oh, though, Sarah, in your opinion.
The craziest scene. That wasn't my pick. I didn't pick 5-year engagement.
Oh, so okay.
This is all brand new. This is coming at me. This is like, oh shit, I need to watch this movie because it's sounding good.
Hey, it's not a problem. That's why we ask it on this show, because I wanted to make sure I had women recommend these things to you. So if I tell you to watch it, you're like, but if they say, you're like, okay, that's even better. Awesome. So no, but Chad, can you please set us up with Sarah's clip?
Sure can. I got Sarah Majerska with 5-year engagement, and she is on camera with what has to be a lucky Sasquatch foot wineskin with the question of all questions. You'll check it out.
So my scene is from a 5-year engagement when Chris Pratt is sitting at the dinner table and he's drinking out of Chewbacca's dick. And then we find out that Tom doesn't want kiss. And he goes like, the biggest balls are better unused. And then Chris Pratt, while drinking out of Chewbacca's dick, says, "The fuck did you just say?"
What's even funnier is Sarah's one of the producers on this show. So thank you, Sarah, for pretending to drink out of Chewbacca's dick just so I have enough scenes for this show. So tell me this though, Sarah. This is the different Sarah, not the Chewbacca. Okay, so Sarah Jean. Okay, who is the cutest character from Star Wars, and who should direct a film about them? Go.
Okay, I am a Babu Freak stan through and through. The little one who is fixing shit going, hey. And I want to see that tiny ass little like steampunk gizmo creature. I want to see it in a movie directed by the person who directed Blue is the Warmest Color, that like steamy lesbian movie, because I want to see Babu Freak get freaky in the sheets, like going down on some ladies. I think that would be, with her fun little tools, like that would be hot.
Wait. But what y'all don't know is we go back and forth because a lot that goes beyond, like in the background of this show. And I sent Sarah the questions and she typed these answers out to me. So you said a word on there that I need you to say tonight and explain. Did you called it cunnilingus? What did you say? How did you say you wanted them to?
Oh, Trumaine, you are just calling yourself out, my friend. Oh, okay, cunnilingus.
And I know what it's called. I thought you called it something different.
How did you make it plural? Is like what?
I thought she was doing it for Star Wars. I'm thinking that you like had a different way. It's like cunnilingus, but if it's with a different species. Never mind. Okay. This is funny.
No, cunnilingus is like, that's like a flock of. Yeah. Mute yourself. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Chad in a second.
This Sarah,
is what
go
it
sounds
ahead.
like when doves cry, man. So
I think what I wrote is I wanted to see her cunnilingually stimulate another Star Wars.
See, I told y'all making me think I'm crazy. She put some shit together. So say that word again so people don't think I'm crazy.
Cunnilingually stimulate.
I knew it.
Cunnilingually is not a word, I think.
It's got to be now. Stamp it. It's got to be now.
All right, Chad, it's time for the Chad Show. Go.
Oh, no. I need this word put into the pantheon of all words. I need Webster's to get on board with this because I don't know. Maybe I want to study to be a cunnilinguist. I don't know.
I think we all do.
Hey, if I can speak another language, I would pay $300 for that Rosetta Stone. Let me tell you, I would read that.
It's like, yeah. How long you been working on your degree? Oh, about 8 years right now.
You be like, about me? About 10.
Just going for the PhD. I can't taste ramen anymore. I'm just going for the PhD. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be fantastic. Let's go.
You're like,
I got a PhD in eating pussy. Sorry.
Right? I wish we could make like an all King of the Hill version of this and just all sitting outside before we go to campus. It's like, you about that pussy life? Yep. What about you? Yep.
Cheers. Nope.
What is happening with this show? I blame Sarah.
We are so not on time, but it doesn't even matter. This is a blast. This is too good.
This is great. All right. Our producer said we got to move on. We just got in trouble with the teacher. Okay. So for your next pick, Sarah Jean, you chose You Got Mail. Can you tell us why?
Oh God, you got mail. Okay, so Nora Ephron truly is a genius. I think she is one of the greatest writers and directors of all time. No hyperbole. Homegirl doesn't get enough street cred. I love You've Got Mail because it's like at the dawn of the fucking internet, like when chat rooms were a thing that people would just do, when like emailing was like a Pride and Prejudice form of communication. It was like so romantic, and now email is just fucking Bed Bath and Beyond coupons. No.
I love it. Well, no. Okay, well then tell us this. What was the craziest scene or part from You Got Mail?
The craziest scene from You Got Mail. Where is it?
Besides the fact that Dave Chappelle. Okay, go ahead.
It was okay. So it comes out in the movie that like Tom Hanks's aunt is 5 years old, and then his stepbrother is like 4 years old, and he's taking these children that are his like elders out on a. And honestly, I had to pause every time I watch the movie, which is so many times. I pause the movie and I have to think. I'm like, okay, he's related to her through and it's just. God damn it, Nora Ephron, you would pull some creepy shit like that.
And no one's gonna call her out. Why? Because it's the 90s, and two, because it's Nora fucking Ephron. No one can. Mm-hmm. It's like you got the King James version of the Bible, Nora Ephron. Awesome, cool. So what we're gonna do is on our next segment, we have one of my friends, Rachael Elizabeth. She's one of our favorite contributors to this show, and she lives overseas. So like normally it's like super late when she does her videos. So we have come up, and actually they did. I didn't come up with this, so I don't cancel me. They said they wanted their segment to be called Late Night Thoughts. That's THOTS with Ray. Late Night Thoughts with Ray. So here at Monday Night Tops, we're all about thoughts and prayers. Chad, can you please set us up with Rachel's clip?
Sure can. All I can say is I'm so glad that they're consistently part of this show, and I am going to campaign because they're the Yoda that we need. That's all I got to say.
Yes, you goddamn right.
Hey, so I want to talk about You've Got Mail. It's a 90s love film by Nora Ephron, starring Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. And there's this one bit where it's the rom-com speech, and everyone knows that part of the movie. Like, you know, when it's coming, the music changes, everything's intimate, and you're like cutting between their faces and like watching the reactions, that kind of stuff. So Tom Hanks does a great job of it. He does. It's very sweet, and he's like, you know, what if we weren't business rivals and we met and we would have like this magical love story and all this, and it's like, yeah, that's cute. And then he says, you will forgive that guy that Meg Ryan has been dating online, for standing you up, but you won't forgive me for shutting down your business. And, like, that's alarming enough. Like, you shut down her small local business in New York, I think. Why would she forgive you? It's a wonder she's still talking to you. If that was me, I would have punched you in the face the second I saw you. But then I remembered, aside from shutting down her business, he's also the guy who stood her up. Like, he catfished her. He catfished her. And this was, like, in the 90s. Catfish wasn't even a term at that point, and he was already doing it. And we're meant to believe this is romance? This is romance. I expected better from Tom Hanks, in all honesty. Like, he's meant to be a really nice guy, and here he is, catfishing women and shutting down their business. Terrible. He should be ashamed. But I do really like that movie. Don't, however, like Mail. The worst place in the world to me is the post office. I'm really just not a fan of the post office. Emails are alright, but I get so many emails, and I just don't know what to do with them anymore. I have like 3,000 unread emails. I don't even know where to begin. I turned the notification badges off because seeing the number get higher every day stressed me out so much. But it didn't stress me out enough that I would actually check my emails. I feel like you can just say it in a text. If it can't be said in a text, I don't think I need to know about it. Like, it's true. If you can't summarize it into a tweet, do we really need to know it? I don't know where I was going with this. Really don't know. But here I am, in a Baby Yoda hat, telling you that if any information does not fit in 140 characters or less, it doesn't matter. I used to read books. All the time. Even the ones for college, I skim read. Like, you just go through the, what did you call that bit at the front of the book? I want to say menu, but it's not menu.
Tonight on Masterpiece Theater, an ode to Twitter.
I used to read books.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna go through this really quick. So, tell us, what is a name of the last book you read, Sarah? And what app can I find it to watch it as a movie? Go.
You can Furiously Happy. It's fucking wonderful. An app to watch it as a movie. I don't know. Fandango Tango. I'll invent that one for you.
I didn't even know Fandango was still a thing. Okay, so what we're going to do, late night, the producer said that she loves that you have books. I don't have books. I just watch my shows with the closed captions on. I read that very fast. Thank you. Late Night Thoughts with Ray is done. So that means we are at the donation portion. If you like what you're seeing so far, you want us to be able to keep the electricity on, please, as the sign says, the graphic, give us all your monies. That's with 2 E's. Please check out our Patreon site at www.patreon.com/Monday Night Tops. There are 3 levels to show your support. You can get all the details when you're on the site. Any little bit helps. We have big plans for the show, so we can use your help. And if you donate cash, whatever, we don't care. Just show some love or share, comment, like, tell your grandma so I can be able to use her HBO Now account. We love you very much. All right. So facts. All right. So for the audience second pick, Chad, can you please set us up with Amy's clip?
All right. We got Amy Rapp with The Holiday. And it's Amy's favorite quote from The Holiday, coupled with this interesting painting behind her. And it made me just think of that water planet from Interstellar in a very different way.
My name's Amy, and I love the rom-com The Holiday. So much so that every time we're in LA and it's windy, I always have to say, the Santa Ana winds.
Hey, that's right to the point. I love you, Amy. God damn it. All right, so Sarah, what was the craziest scene in The Holiday? Go.
Okay, I have seen this one. I have. I think it's this one. Is it the one where the guy from Pride and Prejudice is writing that book and then it all blows into the fucking lake and he has to pick it up?
That sounds like every rom-com ever made. I have no clue, but that.
Well, it's hot. He gets naked and he jumps in a lake and it's like literary and sexy.
Oh, well, I want to go to that lake. Okay, so what we're going to do, Chad, I need you to set us up with Mo's clip. We're going to go a little bit further into The Holiday.
Certainly. Continuing the trend with clips with interesting paintings in the background. Here's Mo with The Holiday.
Hey, Mo Vita. I'm here to talk about The Holiday, which if you haven't seen it, is a great rom-com. And in this particular scene, which I love because it seems like a very simple, straightforward scene, but it's actually quite complex. Kate Winslet ends up kind of talking to that ex, and she's in a bad headspace, and Jack Black calls, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? So she decides she's going to rent a movie. They go together to a Blockbuster, which, by the way, love. Hello, 80s kid. I spent a lot of time in Blockbusters in my early years, so heart for the nostalgia. And it's just this really cute scene. They're there, and he's picking out movies, talking about the scores and kind of humming them to her. And it's funny because he talks about like Chariots of Fire, and then he does The Graduate, and then there's this cameo, and the camera pans to Dustin Hoffman in the Blockbuster because, of course, where else would he be on a Friday night? But then it really like crescendos with him picking out a movie and saying, oh, this will change your life. And just as he says those words, he turns and he sees through the shop window his girlfriend, who's supposed to be away on an acting gig, walking by arm in arm, very romantic with another guy. And he goes running out of the store after her, and you just see Kate Winslet's face, and it's got like all the emotions. She does an amazing job where, she's super happy and she loves how charming he is, and then she's confused and watching him run out, and then she puts two and two together, and it's like not only can you see the sadness in her face, but then you really start to see that she's got a tremendous amount of empathy, and it's like her heart is breaking along with Jack Black's as you see this scene unfold. And it's really, like I said, on the surface, pretty simple sounding, but I think it's an amazing, amazing scene. Great acting. And who doesn't love a little British Kate Winslet? That's a terrible British accent, I know. But she's great. She's so charming and adorable. And of course, Jack Black. I mean, talk about adorable. Just really sweet, cute. He's like the boyfriend that you want, after you get over the really hot guy.
Wait, all right. This
Jack Black.
Hey, this ain't fair. I'm gonna give me 1 second. I gotta explain to people why. Cause I used to hate watching a show as a kid, and like, you'll see them come back from commercial, and everybody's laughing. I'll be like, "What the fuck? I want to laugh too." Our producer is at the bottom giving commentary like this is Mystery Science Theater, and it's the funniest shit ever. I'm gonna get you on this show, Sarah. All right. Anyways, I'm not gonna say what she said, but it's fucking hilarious. Okay, so tell me this. I'm Sarah Jean. What was the last movie you remember renting at a Blockbuster, and why does it hurt to pull this memory from deep down?
Okay. I remember renting Requiem for a Dream. I was probably too young to watch it. I was a teenager, but aren't we all too young to watch it? Like, that shit fucks you up.
Yeah.
But it was painful because me and my sister were rapscallions. We knew that we weren't allowed to watch it. So we fucking switched the like DVD or VHS, switched it with another in the store. And once they figured it out, we were grounded.
I love that you literally pulled a face off. You treated the movie like it was Cash to Troy. You was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put this right here. Our parents will never know. I did the same thing. All right, man. Chad, tell us, what was the last thing? I don't care. I love this episode. What was the last thing you remember renting at a Blockbuster?
I don't even know. It was like a movie. I can't remember the title of it. It was a Wes Craven movie where the villain was just heights. Like it was like Don't Look Down or something like that. And all it was people standing on like tall stuff going like, and then just like getting dizzy. And that was it. That was the entire movie. We're like, Wes Craven fell off, man.
You know what I'm so upset about? Sarah, goddamn it, she's our producer, and she gonna type into the goddamn comments, what's Blockbuster? You see, it's shit like that pisses me off. How's it the people that control all of the world don't know shit about anything that happens in the 80s? They're like, well, Blockbuster, I don't know if I can hire you. Hire me.
Wasn't it still around in the 2000s? Like, when did Blockbuster die?
They were like, if it's not Redbox, I don't know. Understand a box. That is so funny. That's so funny. I love it. Sarah Jean, tell me this. Before we go to halftime, why were you watching Requiem for a Dream as a kid? I know why I was watching it, and I shouldn't have been. But why were you watching it?
I was a pervert, and I heard
fair enough.
Could see Sarah Connolly's pubic hair.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was not ready for the back-to-back scene. That's all I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it back-to-back like Drake. So speaking of being back-to-back, we are going into halftime, because I gotta watch that scene from my memory. It's not Labyrinth at all. So we're gonna take a random commercial break. When we get back, we're gonna go into a lot of y'all favorite part. Film Degrees of Separation. We're going to figure out who won last month, and then we're going to put up a brand new cash prize. Before we do that, we're going to the commercials. Go ahead and take us out, David.
So the movie starts out, there's this guy and this girl, and they're like, let's go swim. And the girl's like, I'm going to go skinny dipping because I want to get wet, but now my clothes wet. And she's in the water, and all of a sudden she's just like, oh, she's getting whipped around every which way. She's like, this isn't great. I'm not having a good time. And they find her body the next day. She's dead. And they're just like, yo, this is a shark attack. And then the mayor's like, no, but the economy, we can't change anything. Those aren't shark bites. Those are boat bites. But then they're just like, it isn't, though. And he's like, no, keep swimming. It's fine. We've never had a pandemic before. And then, so they're fine. Everything's open. But then someone else dies, and like, it might be an actual shark. And then they're like, oh, we need to shut it down. And he's like, no, we're going to put a bounty. And then they find a different shark, and they're like, that's not the shark. They're like, yeah, but it's a shark. So we killed it, mission accomplished, put up the banner. And then there's like, no. And then some more people are dying. They're like, oh, we got to get it. So this guy, Sequest DSV captain guy, he's like, I'm going to take some friends, and we're going to go on a boat, and we're going to figure this out. So they go out there, and they try to trap the shark, but the shark's like, I'm too smart for you. And they go, he attacks the boat, and then the boat's like sinking. They're like, but we got to put this guy in a shark-proof tank that's not a shark-proof tank. And he goes down there, and he says, oh, it's got weird. And then the other guy who's like, oh, I got a knife, and and then he gets shot by the shark, and the shark, he's like, I'm not going to even stab it because the Universal Studios needs this later. And then Sequest DSV guy, he throws a tank in the shark's mouth while he's dying, and then he shoots it, and boom, and then he's dead. And that's why I don't like to go into the water ever.
No. Yeah. I mean, it was so intense that we broke the internet for Monday Night Tops for a second. We broke the internet. That was the thorn in my side, Luke Severai, breaking down Jaws. If you have not seen the movie, watch it. It's called Jaws. I love him to death. Please check out his show. Wait, what? On Big Laughs Comedy Network. Stop being scared, Luke. I want my rematch. You didn't win. All right, so that was the random commercial break. Now we're going to go into one of my favorite parts, and you're going to love it too, called Film Degrees of Separation. All right. Thank you so much, David. All right. So the rules, as you all should already know, is people have to be connected by the roles. You can only use actors and directors. No TV show connections. The way you get your points is you'll get 1 point per correct answer, 5 points if you are first. That means based off the first right answer, and 3 extra points if you make the connection in fewer than the films asked. Like if I asked you to connect Bradley Cooper and and Eddie Murphy in 3 films or less, you would say Bradley Cooper was in A Star is Born with Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was in Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. And that's under 3 films. You would have got extra points. Can you go ahead and hit us with the next graphic, please? Awesome. So tonight's question is connect Cuba Gooding Jr. and Clint Eastwood in 3 films or less, which for a lot of racist reasons is a really funny question for me. But go ahead and connect Cuba Gooding Jr. and Clint Eastwood in 3 films or less. You have 10 minutes starting now. At the end of the month, we will be giving out another $75 gift card. So before we continue, I want to, because we weren't able to do last week. Again, sorry about that. I had a little computer problems. I couldn't pay my internet bill. So that was computer problems. But yeah, for the month of, actually last month, it's all COVID. For last month, the winner is Abby Mad. Did fantastic job. Shout out to Abby. She's won 2 months in a row. So I'm going to need you all. Yes, this woman has been kicking ass 2 months in a row. I got to roll your I have no idea what you're talking about. Our producer is higher than everything right now. I need her on this show. Okay. So for your last pick, Sarah Jean, you chose When Harry Met Sally.
Oh,
Tell
baby.
us why.
I would argue that it's the greatest rom-com of all time.
Okay.
Other people have argued that as well. I love it because, goddamn, those like intersplicings of the old couples with that shitty wallpaper, just so fucking cute. And also, Princess Leia is in it.
You can't go wrong. Rest in peace. You cannot go wrong. You can't go wrong.
To our queen.
So what would tell me this though, and I probably already know, but what was the craziest part or the craziest scene of When Harry Met Sally?
I'm not going to say the obvious answer because that scene was gorgeous. But what I think was the funniest scene is when they're on the in the airport on those like those deals. You know, Ellen DeGeneres made a joke about it where you walk really fast. And I feel like that's where, I don't know, I could just hear all the comedians in my head being like, what's the deal with everybody walking? And then I was like writing that. And they make jokes about it. So I was like, okay, all right.
I love how you turned our show into Seinfeld. I was waiting for Chad to hit it with the boom, 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 boom. So you're
the one that's framed. You're the one that's framed behind a brick or in front of a brick wall. So like you're the most 80s in this entire arrangement right now.
I know you're absolutely right. Because I got this, I call this the Trump wall because this is all my stimulus check right here. This is all, I didn't stimulate nothing but my wall. That's about, all right. Since before I don't get my next check, Chad, can you, and shout out to Brandon. I'm still waiting for the check to clear so I can get some more posters. He's our producer as well. Chad, can you set us up with Jess Clip? Please.
Sure do. Got Jess ready. One of the best contributors to the entire show. Always hilarious. Always great. This is her reenacting the scene, and just reminds you, man, sex education doesn't teach you enough.
Hi, I'm Jess Reddy, and I'm reenacting a scene from When Harry Met Sally. So we're in a diner, and Harry and Sally are having lunch. Harry does not believe that a woman could have faked an orgasm with him because he's a man and he would know. So Sally has to prove him wrong. If you don't know the movie, you probably have at least heard of the scene. It's the I'll have what she's having scene. So Sally starts off just like, right there. And so then he's like thinking it's the sandwich or the food. And as if a sandwich could do that, Billy Crystal. I mean, come on, maybe like a really good burger, but definitely not a deli sandwich. So it escalates, as orgasms should. And Sally just starts getting louder and louder, and Billy Crystal, Harry, is like, and then it finally just like kind of accepts it. It's fun because it cuts between yes, yes, yeah. to him, who is just like, he's accepted it at this point. He's just like, yeah, it's getting attention. This is awkward. I shouldn't question women about women again. And finally, there's this old lady, and they cut to her, and she says, I'll have what she's having. Which, again, sandwich wouldn't do that. But yeah, the thesis of this film is that men and women can't be friends because sex always gets in the way, which doesn't make sense because gay people exist. But, I don't know, I guess no, this was 89, so yeah, gay people definitely existed. They had Freddie Mercury. But it's still hilarious and one of Nora Ephron's best movies. And I even went to see it last year when it had its 30th anniversary. And that was a trip. This probably won't make it into the cut. But when I went and saw it, I went to this suburb, and the movie didn't start on time. And it was like the white lady version of Attica. They were so angry. They were like, start the movie, start the movie, start the movie. And then like they like pulled up like a DVR recording and started the movie like 10 minutes into it. So, I mean, obviously everyone who was there already seen the movie. It wasn't like, well, honey, let's check out this comedy for the first time.
I love it. And right now, remember how I told you before, it's Juneteenth every day, all day. So now we're just going to just show you random shit with black on it because it's my show. Trumaine Bradley, I need y'all to remember how black it gets. So yes, please send us all your monies for the donations so that I can get some equipment that actually works. So go ahead and send us all the monies.
This is going to be the PBS audio only portion of the show. Like, if you've enjoyed the quality broadcasting you've had up until this point, pay the toll, okay? Because we're cutting you off right now. We're going to beg for money for the next 10 minutes, okay? Donate right now. You may get a t-shirt. We ain't got t-shirts. We may send you a picture of a t-shirt. We got a Polaroid camera. You may just get something in the mail.
It'll be the same picture that we have up for donations. Please give us money so we can get another Polaroid camera. And actually, we're going to have Sarah Jean because she's the only person that's actually done things at the Comedy Store. I'm going to bring you on like Sarah McLachlan. So I'm going to just have the music playing. So yeah, thank you so very much for coming. Go ahead, give me some more music in the background. So if you like what you've been seeing tonight and you want to give us don't keep the music going and you want to get us a new computer because none of our shit works.
And right now, just imagine cutting to a camera angle of a really sad Trumaine. Just showed. No movie t-shirt, no movie posters.
He's like last he's the last in line waiting for some fucking never come.
But still somewhere far away. Just imagine right now there's an old man that just saw When Harry Met Sally, and he's in a diner in New York just going, where do you keep the orgasm sandwiches?
That's how you come back. You see what I'm saying? Did someone give money to our Patreon? Did no one give money to our Patreon? Did you say okra? How are you doing the blackest things? I'm on camera right now. What is happening? This show has gone off of the rails. All right. Facts. Hey, that song, Sarah, you better not be able to, you better not sue us. I'm gonna turn that into an actual commercial. That's funny as fuck.
Ew, it's so good. It's so good.
And y'all couldn't see the motions she was making. I was like, so if you like this show and you enjoy what you're seeing today, please give effortlessly. Give with your whole heart. That's with a capital T. So I can get a show without the cursor going across my
Damn it, David.
I don't want pocket change. You know, they banned the penny in Canada. We got to get up there, like paper money, not that metal stuff.
Nah, man. I'm like
Paper, like the first anniversary present, and when you get married, it all comes around.
All right, since this is now officially turned into a podcast, what's all right, Sarah, they can't even see the facts. No. All right, so Sarah's so bad. Should I put on my nice dress for this shit? She's like, man, I did my hair for this. I painted my nails. Your nails look amazing. I'm so sorry.
You strategically moved a pillow and you set up the whole scene and picked up this lamp. You're like, the hell with this lamp. This lamp don't belong in this scene.
Right. She threw the lamp just like Allie threw her dog. Do you remember Allie threw her dog earlier? We didn't even acknowledge the fact that she yeeted her dog out the frame. Allie said, yeet. I'm okay. You're okay. I'm like, but is the dog okay, Allie? Is the dog okay? All right. I would wonder, are we back? Can we finish this? All right, man. Look, we've been having a great time. Again, please, we need more hands. I need more Sarah Jeans. I need more Chad. So I need more monies. Please give us money to our Patreon site, because this is the only shirt I have. Any shirt that you saw before this episode, I've already got rid of that. So yes, what the graphic says, give us all your monies. And I could pay David some money so we can all get this shit together. Because my mom stopped watching this show 4 episodes ago. This is horrible. This hurts my spirit. And Sarah, our producer, wants monies because she wants to reenact Requiem for a Dream from earlier. All right, look. So
Abaka's dick.
Terrible.
I don't even know if people can even hear her voice. But y'all, this has been so fucking fun. What is happening? I thought that was penis for a second. I was like, God damn it, get me off this goddamn show. I almost said the most racist thing tonight. Okay, Chad, I hope we can do this.
Let's go.
Audience's last pick. This is like remember in Back to the Future when he's driving and he's like
this is just turned into stunt broadcasting. That's it.
Ain't no one gonna be watching this. Sarah ain't never gonna talk to me after this. All right, look.
I cut that net down a long time ago. We're just still climbing the ladder. What's coming up next, man? We're gonna jump into this thimble full of alcohol. That's what's
all right. Can you please set us up with Becca's clip?
I liked Becca's statement about exposing about TV shows, especially like Love, exposing toxic behaviors and relationships. Like sharing a Netflix account and discovering that they watched 5 episodes without you. That's pretty toxic. Roll the clip.
Hey, my name is Becca Brown, and a rom-com that surprised me was Love on Netflix, the TV show. It's a Judd Apatow and Leslie Arfin collab, and one of the main characters, played by Gillian Jacobs, is an addict. She's an alcoholic and like a love addict, and throughout the show you get to see her kind of on her recovery and sobriety journey. And at the time that I first watched the show, I was in like deep addiction to drugs and alcohol and, toxic relationships. And seeing her character on the show.
Yeah.
We just got to like the heart of it, the like deep, and then it cut off.
Right? It was a super, I was getting into it. I thought we were going to have to play your song earlier.
Yeah, right. It's a clip that was aired like a field report from someone in a disaster zone, like, Diane, can you, Diane?
Does somebody want this dog?
You just get sucked up by a tornado. Yeah.
Oh God, this is something. Thank you, Becca. Thank you so much. So Sarah, what was the? If you've never, I haven't seen Love. Sarah, have you seen Love on Netflix? What about you, Chad?
Oh, no, I haven't.
I've seen it. I thought it was about to go to like a whole different place. Like, have you seen Love? Do you know what love is?
Right.
In love.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
Sarah's like,
do you believe in life after love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Did you just? I'm about to have a Chad show moment. Did you just mix two songs, Chad?
Oh, it was like 3 or 4. You were behind on the count. Keep up, baby.
Excuse me. All right.
That was good.
That's so funny, Chad. I'm sick of everybody's shit, and mainly myself. Chad, can you please set us up with? So sick of you, dog. Set us up with Abby's clip so we can hurry up and get Sarah to something else.
We got Abby mad talking about Love on Netflix. Just go and get the clip.
So I watched the clip of Sleepless in Seattle, and I was reminded of 2 things. We all want to believe in love, and we're all a little crazy. Like, why am I in a bathtub right now? I don't know. Something about chick flicks, rom-coms got me in touch with my feminine side. So Sleepless in Seattle. When I watched that, I still believed in true love. And maybe somewhere in my broken psyche, there's remnants that's still there. But when I watched that clip again, I was like, this bitch is crazy. So a son calls into a radio station for his dad who's not sleeping because he's sad because his mom died. Now, that's a reason to be sad. That's a reason to not sleep. But his son doesn't understand that. So his son is like, let me call into a radio station to fix it. Now, this woman is listening on the other line and is like, oh no, maybe I can save this man. Which is crazy. And as we all know, at the end of the movie, they end up together, which is crazy. It's not love, it's crazy. And I think if we want to get philosophical with it, love is crazy. But also crazy is crazy. And I've been crazy before. Like locked up in a mental institution for a week at a time. And let me just tell you, crazy is crazy. And thinking that you can be with a man whose story you hear over the radio just because you resonate with it, that's a little crazy. It works out for this woman, but there's probably about 50 other women that were like, oh, it's a cute little son. What about the 50 other women that it didn't work out for? What happened to them? What about those women who resonated with that story?
And we're back. Maybe. I don't.
All right. Hey, you know what? Love is crazy. This show is crazy. We got this goddamn Ninja Turtle on the goddamn screen. Is crazy. Chad is dropping words. Sarah's playing with a black dog. I'm the only black person here. This is crazy. 2020.
But are you not entertained?
I am very entertained. Right? Applause. And please give us money so I can start paying these people for what they go through. This is amazing. All right. So If you've been playing the game, dropping the answers in the comments, that shit is over. So no more answers. We are done with those for now. So we're gonna go ahead and go into one of my favorite parts called Dubs and Trumaines. So Dubs and Trays. I'm explaining it really quick. So if the guest gets this question right, the same question that I posed to each and all of you all earlier in the show, if the guest gets this question right, she looks like she's going to be perfect for this. You all get double the points. If my co-host gets the question right along with the guest, you will get Trumaine. You'll get Trays. So Dubs and Trays. You can either get double the points or triple the points. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Sarah. We're going to go into a 2-shot because I'm very excited where this can go. All right. So Sarah, are you ready for this game?
Okay. We had Cuba Gooding Jr. and who? Clint Eastwood? Okay.
You got to connect Cuba Gooding Jr. and Clint Eastwood in 3 films or less. And you have 30 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So I feel like our key is going to be Jerry Maguire.
Okay.
Okay. Cuba Gooding Jr. was with Tom Cruise. Fuck. What was Tom Cruise? I mean, if Clint Eastwood is a paleontologist, Scientologist.
I'll give you 30 more seconds.
Oh, God. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. Who was in that? Robert Redford. Was Robert Redford in some shit? What was he in? Oh, man. Okay, what else is Cuba Gooding Jr. in? He was in that movie. He was in a lot of war movies, I feel.
He was. He's been in those.
Oh, God. I don't watch any of their movies. I don't watch Clint Eastwood or Cuba Gooding Jr. movies.
Hey, you know
I watched
what?
When Harry Met Sally, guys.
I think his movie was called Dirty Harry, but I feel you. You know what? I'm going to act like you got that right because that was funny as fuck. Well, I think he's a paleontologist,
So embarrassing.
Chad, can you save us?
I got it covered.
You got us? 30 seconds, please quick. Bring us home.
Got it covered. I may eat up time. I don't know how this is going to go. We'll just see. Like, what is it? 25 seconds? 25 seconds? Do I have to phone a friend? I don't know what's happening. What's going on right now? Let's go with this. Cuba Gooding Jr. In Empire, and this is a deep cut, with Mario Van Peebles. Okay. Mario Van Peebles in Heartbreak Ridge with Clint Eastwood.
Huh. Okay. That's a pretty solid connections. I've been solid connections. Good for you. I just let everybody. Every time you show that part, I think that I was like, "Is that dick?" And I was like, "That can't be because that's very racist, and that's not how science works." Nope. I'm so disgusted with everything. All right, look, everybody got Trumaine. You got triple the points if you answered. But all right, I'm sick of everything. So, Sarah, do you have anything to plug? Anything coming up that you want? Or where can people buy stuff? Can they see your stuff?
I mean, does anyone have anything coming up? But follow me. Follow me on Instagram at Sarah Jean Robinson, sarah.jean.robinson. I am a blast. My stories are wild. I'm always posting weird fucking character sketches. That's what I'm doing.
Sarah, I'm so happy that you came on this show. We would not have had this episode if you didn't hit me with the, well, actually, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I was like, no, yes, I do. And then all these other women were like, no. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I need to. Yep, nope. They was hitting me with that. There was a whole lot of no. And I have no Karens. Like, I don't even, like, my aunt Karen doesn't even follow me on Facebook no more. So no Karen, those were regular people just telling me how wrong I was. So thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. We're gonna definitely have you back. I'm all about, championing women and women's rights and getting shit right because men has been fucking.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad. And your show's awesome. I appreciate so much fun.
And Smoking Joe.
It's a blast.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Wait, hold on.
Smoking Joe. Go say Smoking Joe something.
He just woke up.
That is the cutest black. I love it. Hey, Juneteenth, Smoking Joe. All right, so All right, so thank you so much. Hey, yep, go ahead. That was a dab. All right, cool. Chad, do you have anything to plug?
I'm right back here with you next Monday, and until then, you can catch me in various Burger King parking lots.
Word.
Maybe the Walmart checkout. If you recognize me, leave me alone. Say hi. It's fun. Say hi. It's all in good fun.
I love how our producer, Sarah, this is the first time out of all the producers we've had, she was like, does anybody have a TikTok? Where can I find them on TikTok? And she's running this show. I love the youth. We need more people like Sarah. That's the other Sarah. That's the Sarah with the Bigfoot dick from earlier. And don't cancel me. That's what she recorded, not me.
Chewbacca dick.
Chewbacca. See, I'm gonna get canceled. They say, no, you got the creature wrong. All right, you all have been fun. I appreciate you. Don't leave, but stick around because I'm gonna black out for a second. We're gonna play some music and come right back. So we have like a scene or two, and then we're gonna get back to watching movies on Grandma's Netflix. So I'm done with Chad and Sarah for right now. So go ahead into that one shot, David. Hell yeah! And you all have pulled up for Trumaine's True Blackout Report. So tonight we talked about a lot of great rom-com movies and shows. And again, every single clip was contributed by women and non-binary people because I'm the kind of person that for this episode, I realized men don't understand what the fuck a rom-com is. And yes, I'm speaking for every man because men tend to speak for every woman. So now I'm just speaking with a goddamn purpose. When I dive, let me back up. Before I dive into this genre, I have to think about my own life. There's a few facts. First fact, my dad is what they like to call a real black man, okay? So that means he does things extremely manly and extremely black. He watches football, he pays taxes, and he doesn't talk about his feelings, all right? Feelings are only reserved for movies because you can watch it, then turn it off. I guess kind of like parenting. I don't know. But the one thing that my father and I always did was we went to the movies. And as a kid, I saw a lot of rom-com movies. But the weird part is I never saw them with my mother. I only saw them with my dad, which represented something much bigger. That rom-coms are a way for men to say, women, you're funny too. That's why a lot of times, if a woman's funny in a movie, they automatically call it a rom-com. But that's not the truth. And I was part of the problem because that's kind of what I was taught too. And this is a bigger problem, that before the 80s, there was no internet. There was no internet. There was just rom-coms. So a lot of people, mainly men, took their cues from Nora Ephron, Billy Crystal, and Tom Hanks. So to be a real man, you had to love rom-coms. And that leaves me with my picks. For my first pick, I love the movie Boomerang. Boomerang starring Eddie Murphy and Halle Berry and a slew of wonderful, talented black actors and actresses. What I loved about Boomerang was Eddie Murphy plays a heartthrob. So that shows me if Eddie can be a sex symbol, then I too can be sexy. Eddie Murphy in a romantic comedy is a lot like Oprah for the common person's self-esteem. Like, you get to be sexy. You get to be sexy. You get to be sexy. It's wild. Love it. Another movie that I love that would be considered a rom-com is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Because Scott Pilgrim, played by Michael Cera, was the main character. And he was a Canadian musician that dated a lot of younger women. So pretty much Scott Pilgrim was the white Drake. All right, I mean everything that I say. For the next movie choice, I went with Sleepless in Seattle because you can't go wrong with Nora Ephron. The title explains just how bad things are for the main character's life. Like, he's restless in Seattle. There is literally nothing to do in Seattle but sleep. In fact, sleep is such a big thing in Seattle that Kurt Cobain chose to do it forever. Okay, I hate myself for that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, man. You come as you are. Okay, all right. Look. All right, my next choice. I mean everything. My next choice, I went with You Got Mail. Because I love the movie, and it's kind of like Sarah said, it takes you right back to the 90s. How do you go from being like the most relevant phrase to what did you just say to me? So AOLs, so 90s. Because whenever you have a romantic comedy that stars Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, it's a lot like ice cream with your dinner. Yeah, it looks good, but at some point, very deep down, you're going to feel like shit by the end. For my next choice, I love the movie Say Anything. Say Anything because it stars John Cusack. It has that iconic 80s scenes where he sits outside a young lady's window with a boombox playing music until she pays attention. Mwah. Chef's kiss. The scene was great because if that movie was made today, it wouldn't be called Say Anything. It would just be called Stalking. Like, go take your ass home, John Cusack, before you catch a goddamn charge in 2020. All right. Look, the thing is, all right, comedy is just tragedy plus time. So they say, if you're a tragedy of a person, just wait 90 minutes. Eventually, you'll wear down your love interest long enough to give you a shot. Word to John Cusack. No, okay. See, look, this thing. To be a real man, again, you have to love rom-coms, okay? But then you also, to be a real man, have to love tragedy. And rom-coms are exactly that, all right? They are the exact same, in fact, as a horror movie, but with a PG ending. Because somebody is either dying or your spirit, in fact, dies. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you all for joining the conversation that you all started. Tune in every Monday. We do the same thing. Monday Night Tops next week at 8 p.m. Follow Big Laughs Comedy for all upcoming shows. I've been Trumaine Bradley. Please stick around. Watch these last clips. Don't be problematic. Y'all use condoms. Good night.